Pisces, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Pisces, this is going to be your October 2024 reading. This will be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and Venus. Cross watcher, if that is you, welcome to the channel as well. Remember to discern the messages accordingly, flip the roles as it applies. If it's not for you, then it's not for you, right? So that's cool too. Check out your other placements, or patiently wait for the next Pisces video. Pisces, I want to say quickly thank you to everybody who's liked, shared, subscribed, commented, those of you who have made personal donations to the channel, as well as those of you who have booked personal readings. I appreciate each and every single one of you, so thank you for all that you do to support me and this channel. So, all right, Pisces, let's just jump right into it. We're going to get the overall energy, go into what you can expect in the month of October. Heralding some change, huh? All right, we'll see what else Spirit has for you. Message coming out sideways. I just heard message of concern, but I'm also feeling like somebody could be at a... This feels like somebody's at a distance here, Pisces. This is something that I think, and the way I feel about this is, Spirit is saying they've had something to say for a long time. And I feel like this is someone who is not clearly or openly communicating with you in the ways that they need to. This could be somebody that, this could be friendship related. This could, could be anything, right? But I do feel like there's been a disconnect from this person and or situation. Pisces, even you, this could be you taking a step back to reevaluate where you've given so much of yourself as in the past. This 9 and 4 energy, this keeps bringing in this idea of home. This could be people back home if you've moved away from home. Some of this, even Spirit is saying, like, these could be people or a person who you once upon a time shared a home with, somebody you went to school with. Like, there's some connection back to the roots of where you came from, or this time frame in life. 23 to 33, Spirit is also saying age 27 could have been important for you. 45 and 49 here are also on the table. So there is something about going two different directions in regards to a situation. It's a personal conviction. And I just heard, don't come at me. Don't come at me. Don't come for me. Just don't come here at all. So you could be putting somebody kind of like out to pasture, Pisces, not wanting to deal with something that's coming up. Some of this could regard legalities, Spirit is bringing up. This is something that I think that you kind of closed out to some regard. The thing that I think is extremely interesting is, of the 3 cards that have fallen out of the decks, the 2 decks that I've used, all 3 of them have come out in a sideways position. And, you could say, like, somebody's coming at you sideways. You're looking at this from a sideways perspective. Maybe they are. But whatever this is could be taking your time, energy, and attention. And it feels... Spirit is calling it haphazard, fire, spontaneity. When I look at this kind of energy, and it feels like the lines are crossed, things are blurred, it's to say something, not to say something, to commit to something, not to commit to something, focus on this, don't focus on that. It kind of gives me the 9 of Swords energy of worry, strife, concern, and then you may move on throughout your day in dealing with something else, and then you kind of circle back around to whatever this is. It feels like there's a need, Spirit is saying, to move on past any blockages. I can't help but feel, and I've seen that a lot, Pisces, in the energy for, I think, a lot of the signs, that there's a blocking out of these energies of the past or people from the situations. I really do feel like this is family, friend dynamic. I don't think this is a romantic partnership. I mean, for some of you it could be, right? But this feels like somebody that you may have friend zoned as well, right? So it doesn't mean that you're having a romantic situation with them now. You may have in the past. But it's like they can't keep their eyes off of you. They can't keep it to themselves. Maybe that's where you were at with something. It's like you're constantly recircling back to something. And it's like it's either highlighting some source of frustration for you, or it's like there's an anger that comes in with this. That it's like it's constantly breeding at the surface, brooding underneath the surface is something in regards to whatever this situation is for you. It's to hold on, it's to let go. It's to stay, it's to go. It's It's that kind of energy, and I feel like somebody or something here, Pisces, is wanting to have communicate. See that fickle energy? It's a lot of back and forth. It's like they could change their mind. You could be changing your mind. It's like, I want to reach out to Pisces. I want to talk to Pisces, but I don't know if I want to or not. Two, strange energy, taxes. So even around your birthday coming up in February, March, pay attention to that time frame too, because this could be reviewing, like, do we address Pisces at this point? Do we leave this go? I'm going to say too, this could be even a debt. I don't know why this is coming through. A debt situation where it's like, is it worth, like, if you owe somebody or something $5, I don't know, example, is this worth pursuing? And this could even be you, right? Maybe somebody owes you money or owes you something, and it's like, I think there's a part of you that's pissed off with somebody else or something else, and it's like, is this even worth me taking the time to address this? Some of you could also feel like you were outweighed in regards to a promotion or something. Like, maybe you feel like you got passed up on, and it's like, again, do I go in there and say, why did I not get what I applied for? Why did I thought I did great. I thought I did wonderful. But there's this whole line of, like, I don't even want to call it miscommunication. It's a lack of communication. It's to do something or not to do something in the grand scheme of it all here, Pisces. So let's see what else comes out for you guys. If I can get a hold of the cards. All right. For Pisces, please, Spirit. See, this could really have to do with money. You could feel, Spirit is saying, rejected by a particular situation and somebody devaluing your worth, offering something up to somebody else. If this is a love situation, it's, maybe you were dealing with somebody who had two options. And their behavior, the way they've addressed something here, has made you feel less than, right? You could be dealing with somebody who doesn't have their shit together. Would be the best way to put this. For Pisces, please. 6 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. There is, look, I said it. The 9 of Swords kind of energy, there it is. 8 of Wands, 6 of Swords. Like, and I am hearing rushing in from Spirit here. It's like, that 6 of Swords is to the rite of passage, the right to move on from a situation, to be free of this. And I feel like initially there was that, I'm just going to move on, I'm going to let this go. And then feeling some kind of regret, remorse coming from this with that 9 of Swords, that it's like paranoia. It's, I don't have peace around this situation. I'm not content with this situation. I'm not happy with the way things have turned out. Stressing. So either you, and Pisces, I feel like this is more of you kind of stressing out, going, I thought I meant more than that, or I thought I was doing better than that at this point. This King of Wands cat is kind of like coming in and upending what your victories or successes. Like, you were ready to move on for something and into something better, something that was more progressive for you, or is more progressive, the way you viewed it, is to create balance. And I think what you're asking for here, and here we are, Libra season, right, is for what is fair and correct. Maybe you've worked really hard for the last year and busted your tail feathers and, worked overtime and what have you, to see to it that you would get this promotion or this leveling up, or investing time and energy into relationships or family stuff. And, it's like, I don't know, something about cleaning houses too. Maybe you were going to take care of a relative or something, and now, whatever promise was made, it's kind of like they're reneging on what they said that they would do. So it's like, whatever promise has been placed with you or upon you or given to you, there is kind of like a take backsies kind of feel that comes in with this, Pisces. And it's leaving you feeling, like, what was it all for nothing? This indecisive, right? That negative polarity of Pisces, being in this space of indecisiveness and dreaming about what was going to be after this, you met this finish line or met this goal here. And, it's not coming to fruition the way that you had hoped or the way you had envisioned, or again, what was promised to you. okay? So let's do a little bit of clarifying here. If you are ready to move on into something, and I will say this, I think by, like, from Virgo to Taurus season, which is a little odd that I'm picking up those two time frames. From Virgo to Taurus season, you may see things very much shift, 10:01 on the clock, that you start taking action in a separate type of direction. This is like disconnecting yourself from people that sit in that King of Wands energy in the reverse, right? That they lack integrity, they lack the ability to just be honest and forthright and take action. They kind of hem-haw around about stuff, and I feel like you're very angry with somebody or something in regards to that type of behavior, and that's not who you tend to be. So dealing with somebody like that is very frustrating. And I do, Seven of Pentacles, that is putting, as I said, that investment, putting in the long term, looking over things, reviewing things, learning and ascertaining knowledge in something, and going, I feel like I've been put in the shadows. So again, I'm going to say, if this is work, even if this is love, feeling like what you are capable of, your value, your worth, is that Queen of Pentacles. Why is it not being seen? It's like it's being picked over, or just kind of, somebody or something here is devaluing your worth. And this Three of Swords, there's the heartbreak, the pain, the disappointment, and a lot of that mental anguish that comes in with this energy of, I'm not understanding why this is the case or the situation. Nine of Wands, wounded warrior, beat up, been through it, done my all, gave my very best, and now I'm exhausted. And now this physical exhaustion, again, if you've put in so much time and effort to something, only to lead into now the mental exhaustion of, like, why did this not come to fruition? Why did something not come through in the way that I wanted it to? Four of Pentacles is somebody holding that back, right? So, this could be, simple lesson, right, around your value and your worth, giving to people. But I think this is a lesson too, though, Pisces, on, how do I want to put it? This is, the cat's out there meowing, he's driving me crazy. A lesson on honesty, truth, peace and protection, Spirit is even saying. Six of Wands, clarifying the King of Wands with the Six of Wands below that, and the Strength card. Like, somebody really did test your patience, and it's kind of like, this could be like one of those moments where it's kind of competitive too, right? Like, I'm going to have the spotlight now. I'm going to have the spotlight. I'm going to do this. And I do feel like you feel a victory has been taken from you in regards to this Knight of Pentacles and given to somebody else. Like, that Six of Wands is like, I'm ready. I'm ready to celebrate. I'm ready to do this. I've put in the work. They see me. I'm going for this interview. I've had dinner with this person. My family member has sang my praises, only to give whatever it was to somebody else when it was said and done. The Wheel of Fortune. Pisces, the one thing I will say about this is, this in itself with this situation may not see great progression in October, because it's like it's a dead and done deal one way or another. But the positive to this is to change the mindset and go, then I'm going to be called up for something that is better suited for me, where I can be independent of another person's thoughts or ideas of what I'm worth. And I do feel like your personal convictions are taking a hit in October, going from the Queen of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles, because the way someone else is viewing you or critiquing you in regards to something, cutting down your accolades and what you've worked on. But this is leading you to greater fulfillment, which would be the Sun and the Empress here behind that Wheel of Fortune. So it could be an extremely disappointing situation here throughout the month of October, Pisces. And I really do feel like by the second to third week, you're really going to see this play out accordingly. And what ends up happening too is, at the end of this, the Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, that's the yin-yang balance. That's the masculine, the feminine, the duality. They work perfectly together, right? They fill each other's gaps. And I do think that you are going to be moved into another situation where you've gained some knowledge about, kind of holding people accountable outside of yourself when they say they're going to do something. Like, you're going to give exactly what you see them giving in a situation, rather than, giving your all and getting breadcrumbed along the way in the process. So what is this Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, Spirit? Yeah, the Ten of Cups. You are, and the Lovers. Yeah, this is going to, bring you closer to unlocking like the mysteries of life, the Five of Wands, where competition, arguments, you know, you're not going to participate in that. You're going to like have the Spirit's calling it the golden energy to persevere through situations. You know, it's like, I'm not going to spend my life competing with other people. And I do feel like this King of Wands has placed you in some kind of competitive situation where they were fighting for you to do more, do more, do more. Again, working you like a dog kind of feel, only to let you down. It's like there's going to be one winner in this situation. Who's the winner? In Pisces, I feel like you know, came out on the losing end of whatever this is, or are coming out on the losing end of this. But this is about you understanding what is to come for you. That Lovers is choices. That Lovers is a new partner. That Lovers is opportunity that comes knocking by the way of connections and soulmates, you know, friends, other family, things like that. Six of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, everything balancing out for your emotional happiness. The Five of Wands and Ace of Swords. Like, you're going to see who actually is in your corner, who's got your back. For some of you, this could be a very painful lesson when it comes to people that you maybe trusted or held close to you, and realizing that this isn't, it's not what you thought. It's not what you saw within these people or these situations. Somebody coming in, you know, and letting you down after giving you their word. So it's like you are only as good as your word, right? And they're showing you what their value is, as much as they're projecting you back down. It's like without even saying it. That Nine of Pentacles, from the Queen to the Nine. They're not, and I feel like too with this, Spirit too is saying that they're not giving you answers around something either. So, you know, if you have questions for them as to like, hey, why didn't I get that promotion? I worked really hard. I gave it my all. They may be avoiding you like the plague. They could just tell you, you know, come see me on Thursday, and, you know, come to my office Thursday. You go in Thursday, and they took the day off, and they knew they were going to, and they're not there Friday. So it's kind of like they're buying time to create space. And part of this not coming in to address something is the avoidance thereof. So they don't have to talk about these things, because they know, they know that they went back on their word. And, I'm going to tell you, like, I don't feel like whoever this is had the best of intentions from the start. You know, they said what they said in the moment to appease a situation, probably to appease you, just so they could make headway, right? To dominate or control a situation in their favor, only to, you know, leave you hanging with this. So, well, let's see here, Pisces. What is to come then? Once this situation wraps up, or as you go through this, what comes for Pisces when it's said and done here? What's good coming out for Pisces? Appreciation. I feel don't get bitter, get better. Okay? Appreciation. Like, there's a mindset here of seeing it only as if only that would have worked. So I do feel like there was a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort that you expended in a situation. And for some of you, like, I don't know why, like, this could even just be something as like an hourly raise from, like, I know $8 isn't, I don't think the minimum wage anymore. I don't even know. But it's like they made you a promise from $8 to $9 an hour, and they gave you 10 cents. What is that? What does that do in this economy, right? The world and the hostilities is like, I feel like for some of you, you've already been in this kind of jaded place when it comes to these situations. And I think that you, for a while, they're showing me a time period, Pisces, where your guards were already up with this. You could have made nice with this person or this situation, trying to make some sort of amends or give it a benefit of the doubt so that you could move on. And then again, they show up. Like, it's kind of like if you had that feeling about somebody, but then all of a sudden they're being really nice, so you kind of let them in, and then they let you down. And then you look back, hindsight is like, I had this gut feeling about this person. I let my guard down for this. Why did I do that? I knew I seen something. I knew I didn't understand something, and now knowing why. So it's kind of like trust your hunches too, Pisces. Trust your intuition. And I do think that that is something that you're going to carry forward with you, because it's like, again, even if you started dating, maybe initially you were like, you know, I don't like the way this person texts back, or they don't spell their words right, or some shit like that. But then they keep messaging, and you're like, well, they have a good personality. I'll overlook the piss poor, spelling of words or something, and then only to see that they were like a dud, right? They were, they picked somebody else over you. So it's something to that effect. What comes for Pisces next? They're kind of repeating, it's kind of puts you in a place of a holding pattern as you evaluate what your next choice is. But the thing, there's something about keys here. You could be getting keys to a new place. This could involve a move as well. It's like, now I've got to start over. I need to go somewhere. But again, Pisces, the sun comes out. Most beautiful card in the deck, right? The sun is coming out, and it's going to harmonize and illuminate the path in which you're supposed to be on. And then it's like those negative thoughts of the Nine of Swords, not sleeping, not eating, feeling stressed out. It's like something too between the hours of 11 at night and 1 o'clock in the morning. So I don't know what that's about. But it's also 1:11 too. And you're going from that Nine of Swords into like this masculine, strategic planning energy that will change the direction in which you go. It's like people have shown themselves to you. I said about those hunches, goddess of the moon, it's taking your shot somewhere else. It's if one person or one situation doesn't see your value and your worth, somebody else will. And I think the fun thing is, you may be like, oh, shush it, Nicole, because this isn't fun. This hasn't been fun. It's been heartbreaking to me. Is you've manifested this. So as you're 2112, so as you are going through something, it's like you have a goal in mind, you have a way of life in mind, whatever you're trying to accomplish here, Pisces. And the way that you saw this coming through to you was only by this job or this person or this move or this whatever, this family member. Spirit saying to affirm your love. It's like you were showing your dedication and commitment to something. And with this, though, Spirit's kind of throwing you a curveball going, look, there's another way and there's another path for you. Take your shot, but we're going to show you another way. And like Spirit is divinely intervening, because I think regardless, even if you would have gotten this person, this job, this opportunity that you thought you wanted, Pisces, I don't think that in the long run, 6 months to a year out, you would have been very disappointed with what you got back. I don't think that whatever you were doing, not that you did anything wrong, but it would not be well received. They would have found 1,000 other reasons why it didn't work. 2222. So I think that you've dodged a bullet here, Pisces, believe it or not. Like, despite the hurt of a situation, or the regrets of a situation, or the stress of a situation not being chosen, you've dodged a bullet. Sometimes the best prayers are the ones that are left unanswered, and I kind of feel like that's what this is. So it's like heaven's doing you a divine favor, even if you don't see it that way. So let's see, advice for Pisces, or one card, okay, one or two cards. It's Temple Secrets, secrecy, isolation, observation, ritual, magic. That's what I mean. Like, that card just kind of weirds me out a little bit. And soul family, you're being moved out of this group of like negative naysayers who carry a lot of heavy energy or malicious energy. Manipulative energy is really what this feels like, into a group of people that are going to be supportive to you, versus ones who are going to kind of cut you off at the knees because it doesn't serve their greater good. So don't hold a grudge over this situation, okay? It's time to move on. And I think that's important for you to recognize, because I do feel like there's a little bit of anger and resentment. So throughout the month of October, work to remove that, let that go. Yeah, evolving and growth, next phase. You took a chance, you took some options, and it was a gamble, and don't be discouraged with what the outcome was in a situation, okay? Advice for Pisces. Advice for Pisces. You're lighthearted and adept, finding things out, things coming to light and healing. The dragonfly. So that is, you are getting truth. You are getting an awareness. It's like your soul is being fed the information and the knowledge, and it may be even just hard to accept too. That it's like, I feel like you feel kind of played for a fool, really. It's like, how did I not see this? And Spirit's just saying to you, like, this was not You weren't there to prove something to them. You were there to prove something to yourself. So stop taking this energy and placing it on this situation with these people and go, this gives me the opportunity to start fresh. Like, I see how hard I can work. I see the performance level that I put in. You know, maybe on certain days I need to do a little bit better, but either way, like, I really grew in this situation. I endured this, and now I'm going to be connected with people or jobs or relationships or family members that are going to appreciate that growth and the endurance that I have to move things on. So it's like, this is going to be a new evolution. Thank you, Spirit, for your Pisces to move into something that is far more grounded and stable and more secure for you in the future. So take it, run with it, enjoy it, appreciate it. I don't think October is going to be bad, but I think that the way that this energy comes in, as it is pretty specific, that this is going to be the one big thing throughout now until probably that third week of October. And as that happens and unfolds, the thing for you to remember is that it's going to help you in the long run. But I do think that it, like, the mindset, that 9 of Swords, drops down into, give me one second, drops down into, like, other parts of your life. So don't let this person, this thing, create toxicity through other things in your life that you're working towards or where you have felt good for a while, okay? So it's kind of like healing any heavy weight and burdens that you've had to bear through probably the last 6 months to a year, okay? All right, Pisces, I'm going to leave it there. I look forward to hopefully getting more readings out for you soon as well. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I hope this was helpful. Personal donations, that information is down below as well, so thank you for those. And personal readings, that information can be found in the description box below as well as the about section of the page. Do not use the links for Calendly and stuff. I'm in the middle of doing some updating behind the scenes. Email me and I will get you booked, okay? I'm sending you guys a ton of love. Take care of yourselves and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.